Everyone. Good afternoon. This is Pinkasha from Pazcare. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll wait for another minute for the session to start. Till then, I'll quickly introduce Vibha, who's our host for today's session. We are doing a session today on the power of kindness, and it's in collaboration with Sukoon Unlimited. And we have with us Vibha. Vibha is the founder of Sukoon Unlimited, that focuses on, they're very passionate about senior well being, taking care of our parents. They are building India's most loved community for parents. Welcome, Vibha. Thank you so much for taking out the time. While we wait for a few more folks to join, we would love to hear more about Sukoon's journey and about your journey as well.
Sure. Thank you, Pinkash, and thank you for organizing this session.
Thank you.
I would love for everyone to be on camera. I know it is 3 p.m., it's post lunch, thodi neend aa rahi hogi, but would love to make it as interactive as possible. So,
Awesome. Let's do that. Folks, requesting you all to switch on your videos if possible and make this session super conversational with Vibha. If we can, let's do that. So, Vibha,
okay.
we would love to know about you,
Yeah,
how you started and how, where are you from and how's it been for you?
sure. So, I grew up in Calcutta, born and brought up, raised there. I'm a Punjabi who has nothing Punjabi in her except my love of food and some alcohol. Otherwise, I have nothing Punjabi left in me. I've stayed, I've studied across different parts of India, had worked in about 16 years of experience across different startups. And life was going phenomenally well. Career wise, I moved to Singapore, made a good career there, and things changed once COVID hit. And I lost my dad to COVID in 2020. And this was the first wave. And what we realized as a family was that grief hits people differently. It hits you in waves, and people respond to it differently. I saw my mom go through the journey of finding a new normal for herself. And we realized that as kids, even if we want to be with our parents, it often conflicts with our own career aspirations, our own family setups, and the time at which your parents are aging is the time when actually your career is growing. So even if you want to, it's difficult for you to step up for them the way they would like you to step up. So that became the inspiration for Sukoon Unlimited. Came back to India in April last year and started this firm. And we are trying to build a community for senior citizens that brings them daily joy, gives them something to look forward to, and also a place where people our age can seek support for their parents so that there is more happiness and more support that they get while their parents age. Yeah. Can I? We have over 50 people on the call. Can I request more people to turn on their cameras, please?
Thank you so much, Vibha. Lovely hearing your story. And yeah, just want to share that even I'm a Punjabi with nothing Punjabi in me. So yeah, it's nice to know small world. Thank you
It's the
everybody
small way.
who's
Yeah.
able to join us on the camera and even otherwise. So Vibha, yes, we are good to go and I would pin you on the screen now. If you're sharing your screen, just see if you're able to, and then do you want to ask a few questions to the
Yeah.
audience since
Yeah,
we're all
I do. I would actually love to talk more with everyone and make
yes,
it
let's do
as
that.
interactive as possible. This is not a Gyan session.
Yeah.
It is just a group of us talking about things that matter to us, and in this case, our parents. So I want to start with a simple question. How many of us have names that resemble our parents' names or are a combination of our parents' names alphabets?
I think we're all too old for that. It's like I think it's a new thing. I think
Yeah?
it's not
Any
me.
of none of them?
My second name, my last name is my father's name. So
Very nice.
and so the yeah.
Right.
Very nice. So my parents' name is Sudha and Sudhir, and we were rather that my name should have been Susu because it's Sudha and Sudhir. I don't know why it's Vibha. So yeah, it's not. We are not too old. I think this generation maybe hota tha, but yes, it wasn't the in thing.
Thank
Annabelle
God
was
for that.
yeah. South Indian father and European mother, so nothing in common.
Wow,
Common.
amazing.
Lovely. Okay, how many of us have parents that belong to different communities but came together?
Okay, we have one like the European mom and like an Indian father. We have one for sure.
Yeah. Like my dad is Punjabi, but my mom is Jain, right? And it was not a love marriage.
Oh, okay.
So any such different communities that came together? Gautam. My surname is Krishnan, which is my father's name. Nice. Okay. Next question. How many of us Okay. How many of us have a feature on our face which is very common to our parents? Like dad's nose, mom's eyes, a
I have
smile, and
freckles. Like my dad has freckles and I have it too. He has more prominent ones. I think mine are because my face is small. I think they are small too.
yeah. You're lucky, Pinkasha. I have my dad's adult acne. So,
I would call it beauty spots.
anyone else? I'm sure we all carry some physical traits of our parents. I would love to hear from people.
Yeah, hi, this is Aprajita.
Hi.
So
Amrita.
I'm having dimples as my father.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah, we
Lovely.
all have. Actually, I have two brothers, so we all
Ah,
have it. Yeah.
lovely. Lovely. Karthik, you're a combination of your mom and dad. What do you have of your mom and what do you have of your dad?
Yeah, my eyes resemble my father actually.
Yeah.
My nose and the whole face looks like a mother. So whenever I wear specs, I look like my father. Whenever I remove specs and with my clean shave, I look like my mother. That
Lovely. Gautam, how about you? Your nose is of mom. Nose of mom. Okay. Do you have anything of your dad? You're on mute, Gautam.
Yeah, actually, I have the nose similar to my mom. Dad, the complexion. Yeah, I mean, my dad and mom, I have same complexion as my dad and mom because my grandmom was fair, my grandpa was dark, my
Yeah.
sisters are fair. So it's all very interesting genetics here. So somebody wrote combination of mom and dad. I think that was some Karthik. So that's anyway. I'm a bio teacher, so it's 50% mom and 50% dad. But in case of complexion, also, I think. My yeah, I can't say anything about that. Not specific. Yeah, means this is something that people have told, and that of course that's the only thing that comes to mind. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know.
Nice. Good. Okay. How many of you can remember the last time your parents told you I love you in so many words, I love you?
sometimes the words they will not say directly as "I love you," but they will show it in the expression. The, yeah,
Can you tell
not
me how? Give me an example, Karthik.
uh, like if My parents recently came to my wife's home, and they proudly said, "Your son is taking care of my daughter very well, and like he's also taking care of me. My mother-in-law also like felt like he's like my child." So they felt
Yeah.
very proud, and they couldn't express that, but they said to all the relatives. So they were very happy, and they felt like. Uh, brought as a good child, something like that.
Lovely. Lovely. Thank you for sharing that. Anyone else wants to share? When did they last feel loved by their parents and how did they show that love? Even a small gesture.
Uh,
Gautam,
they,
you went on mute again. Yeah.
once again, they don't show it, but with the if I just send some message or like the sense they just want to be with me. That is true. Like a little bit different situation from Karthik's case. So I don't want to talk all this in a public forum, but yeah, they're very attached to me only mostly. So that's kind of visible. It is possible. The messages come like that. If I just message them, also they feel happy. So they don't say it, but it is obvious. Yeah. I would
Lovely.
say that it's over the board. Little bit. I shouldn't say this in public forum, but maybe it's like putra moh is too much. Yes, yes.
Lovely. Lovely. How about other people? Come on, I would love to hear some more voices.
Yeah. Hi, Vibha, Prajita again. So,
Hi.
as everybody says that they don't tell you, upfront. But yeah, if when I used to talk every day, I talk with my mother. So when I usually tell her, okay, I will hang up now. I have some work. So she's like continuous telling something or the other, So it will take at least 5 minutes to disconnect the call. Literally 5 more minutes. But once I said I have some work, then continuously something or the other comes up. What is this? What is that? So yeah, that's the way they show their love.
Yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful thing, Aprajita. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Mukta, Divya, Purnima, Vignesh, any of you want to share? I'm going to now cold call people.
No, Vikas here. So I would say for me, the love is when my moms keep serving me extra chapatis even after even after saying
Beautiful.
like I'm full stomach, I don't want it, and she keeps like, okay, you eat one more, or whether it's rice, she always keeps serving. So, and like the care shows always, I think that's mother's love, and I have a special bond. Maybe the thinking style always matches with my mom, so she
Yeah,
always agrees with whatever I say. My father has a difference in opinion, like whatever I say, he has a different thoughts. But I think it's okay. I think that's sort of another love as well. So that's what for me the love is.
beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that, Vikas. That's so true. That is so true. Like all our parents and our moms, they love feeding us. That is such an important way of showing love. Yeah.
With fathers, we always have arguments, right? That's something happens, at least
Yes,
for boy childs.
absolutely. But I do respect his opinion. People can have difference in opinion, but
Yeah.
that's another way of showing love. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Vikas. Ashish, Kailash, Kirtan, Vahini, Sakshi, any of you want to share? Okay. I'm going to now flip the question. When was the last time you expressed love to your parents and how? I'll give you a personal example of what my mom thinks is love. She wants me to call her at 7:30 a.m. every day when she's out for her walk. And that's apparently mother-daughter time. So she'll go for an extra 15 minutes walk because that's the time we talk. And if I miss that call by chance, then she feels I don't love her. So I need to call her every day. Right? And that's enough for her to know that I'm thinking about her or that she's on my mind. So when was the last time you expressed your love to your parents in a subtle or a not so subtle manner? Anyone would like to share?
I'm just too much with my love, so I just do it too much. Sometimes I feel I'm overdoing it. Yeah, because also because I'm in a heavy competition. I have an elder sister and a younger brother, so I'm the middle child also. So I always feel that, yeah, I always crave for attention and I keep looking for that time. So I go overboard. So very similar to what you do, I also I have a fixed time. I call my mom. It will be on my way to work. That's like a mother-daughter time. And with my dad, I have like when I'm going from work back to home, that's like father-daughter time. So I give him a call. Yeah, I also can't stop talking to them. I'm too much in love with them. So it's always like I want to be rank one. I select. So yeah, yeah. Sometimes I do too much. So my siblings tell me you need to calm down. Like you need to like let us also do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think we can ever do enough. So,
Yeah.
but I'm more close to my grandparents. So I recently lost them, but yeah, I was like too much. I really loved them, both of them. I spent a lot of my childhood with them, so that was the best time. That's the best time I ever had in my life. The most
Just wanted to.
fun
Yeah, sorry.
people. Sorry, Gautam. Please go ahead.
I actually write a lot of poems. So recently I met my parents in March. So last year I did a poem, and for some reason I couldn't share it with them. So I kept it ready for them and share with them. So in fact, almost every year on their birthday or their wedding anniversary, I write a poem for them, or write something, mostly poems. So this has been going on since, I don't know, many years, 5, 10 years. So it's kind of, they like it. So like, we are not probably the tradition of I love you, and also, or they tell me or we tell them. So this way, I think they like it. They appreciate that a lot.
Lovely.
They
Lovely.
they think that, my son is fine. But again, yeah, each one has their own way of expressing. But yeah, this is what I have found. Yeah, poems. And today, in fact, is my sister's birthday. I composed a poem for them also. So I sent them a poem, both of them.
Lovely.
So
Lovely.
yeah, I have twin sisters, and I have sisters who are twins. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Um, okay. Ashish, when was the last time you expressed love to your parents and how?
Yeah, hi, Vignesh here.
Hi, Vignesh.
Uh, yeah, hi. Like one thing I just wanted to highlight, like 2 3 years back, I was being surprised for my mom birthday. Actually, without everybody knows, without my mom, I had a elder sister, and my brother-in-law was there, and he was been picking up me, and suddenly I entered as casual to see my mother. Hi, mom. I said like that. She was got so much surprise, and she got shouted. And how come you are here? She couldn't realize that. And actually, and for that next 2 days, within the next 2 days, her birthday is coming. So I came for surprised, and I was been hiding over in house, and just she's coming from kitchen, and I was been sitting in casual, and I said, "Mom," ask as casual. I was been saying to my mom, and she got really surprised, and then she shouted, how come you're here?" None of them has informed. Even your father didn't said that you're coming here, and that was the one thing. And I was being like decorations have been done with my mom, and the same thing happened to my father also. I surprised, I gift him for a mobile phone, as well as recently 2 3 months back. 70th birthday has been celebrated for my father.
Lovely, lovely. Your parents must be so happy, Vignesh.
Yes,
Very,
yes,
very.
really. And I am also blessed in this situation. Even in my whole families and other cousins, everybody has said that this 70th birthday nobody has been celebrated, and you has been just blessed. And I took everything because the parents really like from the starting. They are taking care more things, even from getting up early in the morning. They wanted to prepare everything, even though we are preparing for our exams. They are preparing before. They are also uh, waking up along with us before us, and they will be preparing everything, coffee, tea, whatever it is. So
Right.
everything, even each and every care. So that's one thing. And the more care we need to be take care, then we need to take care of that them. So that
Absolutely.
is what this everything has been
Absolutely.
happened. Yeah.
Actually, Vignesh, you raised a very important point. So India has, and I'll just share some statistics with all of you here. India has 150 million senior citizens today. And senior citizens is people above the age of 58. And this cohort of people above the age of 58 is actually the fastest growing cohort in India today. So by 2050, India is going to become an aging country, and because most of the generation will be 58 plus. And there was a survey done by WHO in 2024, which came out saying that loneliness among senior citizens is a global pandemic. Loneliness is equal to smoking 15 cigarettes a day, and it reduces their lifespan by 30%, and it increases the chances of a heart attack and a brain stroke by 42%. In fact, that report was so alarming that multiple countries across the world adopted senior citizen loneliness as one of the key areas of focus to solve, including India's government. Last year in India, Niti Aayog ran a very large survey where they asked seniors, "What are you looking for?" And they thought that people will come back with asking for better health frameworks, better medical facilities. Surprisingly, 60% of seniors came back saying, "We want more social interactions. We are feeling alone. We are feeling left out. And at our age, all we want is to forget our worry and find a group of people whom we can call as friends." Can any of you guess that between men and women, who are more lonely?
Men,
And do you know why?
uh, उनके पास मायका नहीं होता.
Saurabh, your voice broke. Can you tell me
No,
again?
I was saying like female, they can go to their mom's place and like bond with them and all that. Guys don't have that. Guys just have friends. Probably that's why.
Partly right. You're partly right. But imagine a 60-year-old man and a 60-year-old woman. Whom do you think are more lonely? Men or women?
Uh, I'll still say men because like we are as we are more attached or bonded towards our mothers compared to her father. So I might. So I live with my parents, so I don't have that much of a problem. But based on what my cousins say, they tend to call their mother once in a while, or every alternate day or something. But like they're still hesitant to call their dad for whatever reason. So the fathers or the male in the senior citizen age group, they kind of miss out on that connect.
100% right, Saurabh. That's 100% right. And there's one more very large reason why senior citizens who are men have higher loneliness rate versus senior citizens who are women, which is their post-retirement loss of identity. Now, all of us here, a large part of our identity is our work, right? Do you all agree?
Yes.
Now, for
Yes.
a senior who has been working for 40 years, when they retire, they don't know who they are. They feel extremely lost. One of the seniors I spoke to, they came back saying, I retired as the general manager of SBI, and I am used to receiving Diwali gifts. I'm used to, when I go to the office, 10 people opening the door for me, saying hello to me, standing in line for me, waiting for me. And post retirement, now I'm at home and I feel like a nobody. My own papa, he was working till he was 65, and he used to be scared about retirement. He used to say that I have been working for 42 years. What will I do once I retire? We lost him 1 month before his retirement, so he didn't have to face the post retirement fear that he had. But for years and years, it used to worry him. Have any of you seen your parents go through this fear of retirement?
Yeah, I mean, I have partly, but my dad somehow still keeps himself occupied. So he he has a very good senior citizens group where they all meet and spend quite a lot of time together. And then he's a CA by profession, so he helps out people with small queries and all that. So that way he is occupied. So he's not doing it for the money, but just that he feels occupied. And then there is like folks calling him and asking him for opinion and all that. So he always has that thing going before retirement. So now that helps him to sort of still feel like yeah, there is someone who needs his help or needs his advice. So that sort of helps him that way. but
Absolutely.
he but he always tells me, like, once I stop doing this, I don't know what I'll do. So that's why I don't need the money or anything. It's just that the feel to like have something to do for the day or look forward to something. That's why he's doing it.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Saurabh.
Yeah.
And that's true for most homes.
Yeah.
I see Pinkasha has shared something about your dad. I see Shivam right here. Shivam, do you want to talk about your parents? Okay. Pinkasha, would you like to share?
Yeah, recently, I think a year ago, my dad quit. He is a businessman. So he shut down his business and he thought it's time for retirement. He's 63 now. Last year he was 62. He was at home for 6 months. I don't think he's ever contributed a lot to the household chores. So I think it was very difficult for my mom and my dad to spend so much time together. And that was the reason that made him really lost about what is he really doing with his life. And I've never seen him so lost and so sad in those 6 months that he was at home. He tried to pick up a hobby or two, like a walking or a jogging, which he never got the time before. But even that did not make him really happy. So right now it's been close to 8 to 9 months that he's gone back to working with a friend and he's joined their business because he's not able to sit at home. Uh,
Yeah.
blaming our mom for this, that she kept on taunting him that you are sitting idle and you should do something at home. But I think it's also that he's not seen himself retiring and chilling basically. So we used to keep telling him that it's time for chilling and it's time to like settle and sit down and spend time with yourself and your wife. You have this much time, but I think they have to really talk it out with each other and think it through. So we're giving them time and we're letting them do what they want to do, and not forcing it on them. It's actually not about the money for when parents reach at that age. It's also about how are they going to spend that time with and with each other, with the fear that anything can happen, and also because kids are staying away and they are not able to live with the kids also. So even that's a fear that they have to also manage the emotions. How do we, how even if our kids are doing well or not? So
Absolutely.
I
In
don't
fact,
know how to support them, but yeah, it's just that whenever they need us to have a conversation, we try to be there for them.
so, in fact, you'll be surprised, Pinkasha, that between 58 to 60, the depression among seniors is the highest. That is immediately post retirement. And it's not only for the working partner who's retiring, but also for the spouse.
Yeah.
Because the post retirement adjustment is very new
Mm.
for the couple. It is, it brings new experiences, it brings new fears, it brings new change of, old habits. And it can be a very daunting period if it is not, planned for. Um, and the point that Saurabh made is a beautiful point, that it is not about money, as the same that you mentioned about your dad. It's not about the money, but it's about two things. One, feeling needed, finding something to do. They don't want to chill always, they want to have something to look forward to, a purpose, a reason that makes that day holistic for them. And the second is community, a group of friends who may be in the same boat as them, so it makes it more relatable for them.
Mm.
They have similar life experiences to share. It makes them feel that they're not alone in this journey. Right? That's what, at the heart of it, Sukoon Unlimited is trying to solve. Two things: we help seniors find things to do in a day. We help them find volunteering opportunities. We help them find ways by which they can contribute back to the community or back to the society. We also help them find activities that they can do to keep themselves meaningfully engaged. And lastly, we help them make friends across multiple cities in the world, find like minded people so that they feel that they're not alone. They know that there's somebody with them. Um, I'm going to quickly show you what some of the seniors feel about Sukoon, and see if you want to gift Sukoon to your parents, and if that's something that's of interest to you. And once again, I'll just share my screen. Sorry. Okay.
सीनियर लोगों को एक दूसरे से बात करने की जरूरत, सबसे बड़ी जरूरत। सुकून जो है आपको दूसरे सीनियर लोगों से जुड़ाता है, उनको सारथी कहते हैं। और मैंने उनमें से एक के साथ बात भी करी थी, जो आपके साथ बात करने को हर समय तैयार है। आप कभी भी फोन उठा के उनसे बात। रिटायर्ड लोगों के जीवन में इस सुकून को ला सके तो उससे बड़ी और कोई बात नहीं। The articles or the webinars that you do, it's just amazing, and probably many times it will kindle their old memories. Sukoon has transformed me at this age. Sukoon gives a platform that gives people comfort to share about themselves, and it helps individuals as far as I am concerned.
I was able to, through this process, evolve my own answers and solutions to my problem.
So, what do we offer at Sukoon? Actually, three things: friendships on speed dial, support on speed dial, and a meaningful place to contribute for people above the age of 50. We have a unique concept called Sukoon Sarthis. Sukoon Sarthis are all senior citizens with very high empathy levels, very good listening skills. And in difficult moments or in moments of boredom, when a senior wants to just have a free flowing conversation, they have the option of picking up the phone and speaking to Sukoon Sarthis and talking about anything or life in general. Right? So this is India's first peer-to-peer listening platform targeted specifically for senior citizens. Right? Then we organize community meetups. We do over 60 online community meetups in a month where senior citizens from across 400 cities join in. It's a place for them to learn something new, get to meet each other, have fun, play antakshri, watch a movie together, attend workshops. The primary objective is for them to come together and do an activity every day. And in 10 plus cities in India, we also arrange for in person meetups. So people from Dehradun, Chandigarh, Pune, Ahmedabad, Chennai, Hyderabad, Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, in all of these cities, we organize in person coffee meetups for a group of seniors to come and meet each other. Apart from that, we have mental health counselors on the platform. So, any senior struggling with mental health and wanting to talk to somebody can talk to Sukoon counselors. Our counselors are also senior citizens. So, it's easy for them to have that conversation, especially for men who belong to the generation जहाँ पे मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता है. Then talking to another senior who's a counselor makes it easier for them to open up. We also offer financial advice on the platform. We have experts who can help with basic tax queries, basic finance queries, and anything that's bothering them, they can seek advice on Sukoon. We have 24/7 help desk from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. Any assistance needed by them for any tech query, for any daily chores, we are happy to help them. And as a place to contribute, we encourage our seniors to find online or in person volunteering opportunities in their city. They can give us a call and we can help you find the right volunteering opportunity for them. And for those seniors who feel that they have certain wisdom or talent that they want to showcase, they can also host workshops for us and for other super community members. All of this is digital. It can be accessed through an app or through our website or through our call center. And we are now present in, like I said, 400 cities across India. So, any of you who would be interested to, bring this to your parents, we'll be happy to help you through the journey. Yes, Neha, we have Bangalore as well. In fact, our city meetups are in Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Chandigarh, Dehradun, Hyderabad, Chennai. And we are now opening multiple other cities. I will leave behind the details with Pinkasha. Pinkasha, is it okay for you to share that with the attendees later?
Of course, we'll do that.
Yeah. But any thoughts on, on what you feel your parents are struggling with and anything that all of us can collectively do to help them?
I think it's the idea set, of the kids settling down. I don't think we'll ever be able to settle down because we'll always be their children. So there's always that worry in our parents' mind if we are doing well, and similarly for us. But I think we are able to cope up with that better because we are distracted by work, life, and all they do today is they worry about us. And I just want to give them some peace of mind without having the need to lie to them.
Yes. In fact, do
They
you know?
know, because they know.
They, do you know that it is at times more difficult for family members to express their worries to each other, but it is easier to talk to a stranger
Yeah,
because you feel that the stranger won't judge or the stranger won't worry. So there will be, you don't want to worry your loved ones. So at times you end up talking to people that you don't know.
yeah, yeah.
Hi, Vibha. This is Kamal here. Uh, I wanted to know if you can give some examples where senior members have volunteered or showcased their talent and have been doing it on a regular basis. What are the types of things where they typically volunteer, especially remotely?
Sure. So I'll give you two examples, Kamal. One is, for example, we have tied up with 100 plus NGOs across India, and these are spread in multiple cities, Kamal. So, in case they want to volunteer in person in an NGO, we can help them find age friendly volunteering opportunities where they can go and give time. The second kind of tie ups that we have done is where, for example, NGOs that require them to teach spoken English to underprivileged children, and that can be done in a remote manner. So we have tied up with institutes like those where they're looking for retired teachers or people who are comfortable in a certain language, and the kids can come and take online classes. The other forms of volunteering that we do is where they can come and showcase their skills is our own workshops come. So some of the examples are we often organize workshops on finance. Right. Because one of the worry points for our parents are that now I don't have an active source of income post 60. How do I make my income last for the next 30 years? So people with finance background, with insurance background, with mutual funds background often take sessions for other senior citizens on how to invest better. The other area that we see is tech comfort, Kamal. Again, there are seniors who are not very comfortable with, let's say, a Facebook, a WhatsApp, a Google Pay, or a Gmail, or an Excel. And multiple seniors step in to teach other seniors on how to use basic technology and smartphones. The third area that we see where people showcase their talent is in the space of music. So we organize music and movies, workshops, and get togethers. And we have seniors hosting these for other seniors just to come and have some fun around it. The fourth is quizzing, Kamal. We have a very active quizzing community. And senior citizens often, volunteer to be the quiz master in our workshop and organize these general knowledge quizzes for other seniors. We also find seniors wanting to travel together as a community, and we help them meet each other, connect with each other so that they can form a tribe and then travel together. So some those are some examples, Kamal, of how seniors are stepping up for each other.
Yeah, great. Great examples. I'm just wondering, like, I quickly glanced at your website, like you have a freeway option also to join. So, I mean, can a senior citizen just join in? And because initially I feel that the idea that I need to pay for this may not resonate for them initially, but I mean, just that, okay, I know some things, I want to join, I want to share, I want to learn. So is that a trend that you see that, a lot of people just join and contribute to each other, and then maybe
Yeah.
like what's the general way in which people onboard?
Yeah, that's a lovely point, Kamal. We do see that because what we're offering is something very new, Kamal. So it takes parents some time to accept it. So
Mhm.
we actually have initial everything free for the initial few sessions, right? So a lot of our online meetups are free. No payment is needed. Just come and meet, experience it. Then there are some offline meetups where we make it paid, or we tell the seniors that you're meeting each other. It's a split bill basis, right? So whatever you spend, split the bill between yourselves. The counseling sessions are paid to Kamal because those require professional help. The Sarthi conversations, those are also 3 conversations are free for any senior to experience the Sarthi concept. And then if they like, they can move to a paid version. So our objective is not to push something on you. Our objective is for people our age and our parents to experience it, see the benefit of it, and only then commit to it.
Got it. Yeah, sounds good. I'll try to
Um, Thank you. We are also, we take immense pride in being a community for seniors by seniors. So all our citizens who are service providers or service takers are senior citizens, which thereby makes it a very safe community. And over 20 languages are supported in the community. So people speaking different languages or different dialects can also find their social tribe here.
One other quick thought was that do you also help seniors like interact with them and uh, like identify what are the activities suitable for them or where they can contribute? Because like I
Yes.
mean the very like driven or who have been working or know themselves well have like okay, they know these are things I'm good at, but many are like, I don't know, I don't know anything. They have that feeling. So do you also help them like
Yes.
discover themselves?
We do, Kamal. So our Sarthis help a lot of seniors do that, right? The Sarthis are there for a conversation. Now, during those conversation, we try to understand who the senior is, what's their personality, what are their areas of interest, what did they enjoy doing before they lost touch with their inner child. Is there something that they want to learn now, or that they want to spend time now? So during those conversations, we get to understand every senior better. And then, depending upon who they are and what their interest levels are, we recommend the right opportunity for them. So, for example, in Hyderabad, yesterday they required 100 scribes to help in a blind school. Now, our community members in Hyderabad came forward to volunteer for that opportunity. So with every conversation we get to know them better, and then we curate the right experience for them.
Yeah. Mhm.
Can I request all of you to take some time to explore Sukoon for your parents? It's free. The initial sessions are free. Just take time to see if this will add more happiness to your parents' lives. And if it does, then please take a couple of minutes to register them and for them to explore. Can I get a promise?
Yeah.
Thank you, Saurabh.
Yes.
Thank you.
I had a quick question.
Yes.
Just wanted to ask you if there is some sort of an addiction, for example, smoking, drinking, tobacco addiction, and I see it in like our parents' community. Like, is there some help that is available at Sukoon for them?
Pinkasha, we have certified mental health counselors who can guide them through the journey. But in case they need in-person help or counseling help, then we can do the research for them to find who are the right counselors in the city and make sure that they are connected.
Hmm. No, in terms of, for example, this thought came from the fact that you said that it's a community of elders for elders. And
Yes.
it's very difficult when you have a parent and they've been in that habit of being addicted to a certain substance, and they might not listen to you, but when a friend of their age uh, who's been there and who's also or maybe like they share that this has helped them, could make them understand, then there are more chances for them to at least ask for help. Right now, I don't think my parent understands that it's a problem. So for them to also reach out to a counselor is a big deal for me, because I don't think my parents understand that it is a problem, but it is. So I want somebody of their age to speak to them and share their experience, and they might relate to it and
Right.
be
No, that's a beautiful point, Pinkash. And I'll give you one example of how an similar aged person talking to each other makes a difference. One of the people who reached out to us, his name is Abhishek. He lost his dad in a sudden heart attack, and his mom went into a depression, and she refused to leave her room for almost 45 days. And he gave us a panic call that, my mom has not stepped down, and we are trying to encourage her to move down, step down, and she's refusing. So what we did was, with Abhishek, we found the right counselor, but we didn't tell his mom that she's a counselor. So we connected her to, Abhishek's mom, um, one of our Sarthis. And through conversations, she was able to get ma'am, move away from her room and step down. And not only did she find her motivation back, through the conversations with the Sarthi and the counselor, she also rediscovered her joy of painting and art and craft. So in the last 1 year, she's now picked that up as an activity. So you're right, Pinkasha. Depending upon the use case, we can find the right Sarthi and the counselor, and we can position it in a way that makes it more conducive for the senior to be responding to.
yeah. Thank you, Vibhu.
Great. Thank you everyone for today's session. I'll share all the details with
Hey,
Pinkasha.
can you do us a favor for people on the call right now? Could you share the details on the chat? I'll pick it up and also share
I
it with
will.
the folks who didn't attend. But
Absolutely.
for all of us.
Absolutely.
Also,
Okay.
Vibha, I don't know if you'll share this offline or you have already shared, but can you talk a bit about like how long back you started and what is the current like
Yes.
of operation? I recall you mentioned like in 400 cities. What does that mean? Because you also said that we have activities only in 10 cities. So
That's So, Kamal, we started in April last year. We now have over 10,000 seniors associated with us. 400 cities means in these 400 cities, our platform is also digital, is a digital platform, Kamal. A lot of activities are done digitally and a lot of activities are done in person. So, because it's a digital platform, like your Sarthi conversations are done over an app and a call. So, there's no physical presence needed in a city. Your mental health counseling can be done over a call or a video, Zoom call or a video session. Similarly, a lot of our workshops, every day, 2 workshops are done in an online manner, very similar to how we are doing it now. So that's also city agnostic.
okay,
So every day, there are multiple activities that seniors can do using the app or online. And in the other 10 cities, we also do physical coffee catch ups.
okay. Got it. And Delhi is one of them, right?
Delhi is one of them. That's right.
And you said 10,000 plus seniors are already registered.
That's right.
But like, what kind of like, uh, how many of them are really engaged with you all, say on a weekly or a monthly basis?
Significant number, Kamal.
Okay.
Significant number. See,
Okay.
you'll have to, our parents are time rich, right?
Okay.
Post retirement. They are looking for meaningful engagement activities, and our platform promises to do just that, Kamal. So, our activation rates, engagement rates are very, very high.
Good. Thank you.
Great. Any other thoughts, feedback for us before we wrap up the session?
I just wanted to ask a question. Firstly, I have put all my comments in the chat. There was a problem with my phone and laptop, so I was in and out. I just have a I'm sure this is a question which many of us ask. I have this question, the generational gap, because from what I figure from your work, it's like seniors for seniors. I completely appreciate that. But even those issues, like what seniors face with their next generation. I think one or two members in the call also talked about their father. I think this is a universal problem, father and son. I mean, especially father and son. So like in Hindi picture, they say "Tujhe sab dehna pata maa," but in father's case, it doesn't happen like that. So they must be facing so many. I mean, they are also addressed by the seniors only. I mean, this
Yes.
patriarchal issue, like always. I
So
mean, yeah.
the beauty is, Gautam, that when when you realize that it's you're not the only one that's going through it, or you're not the only one who's experiencing it, you become more receptive to change. You become more receptive to acceptance. So I'll give you an example. Every week we organize support groups. Support groups are led by counselors, where we pick up difficult topics, intergenerational relationships being one of them. And multiple seniors across the country join in to talk about their equation with their children. And you can almost see the light bulb going, Arey, I'm not the only one. Tere saath bhi ye ho raha hai. So, and the more they listen to other people who also have similar experiences, they realize what they are doing or what's happening to them. It's normal, and how can they do better, or what can they do better? So, the peer to peer conversations actually have a lot of impact.
Yeah, got it. It's quite amazing what you all are doing.
Thank you. Great. I look forward to seeing all of you and your parents on Sukoon. And we are headquartered in Bangalore, Kormangla. If you ever want to drop in to our office, come in. We'll be more than happy. Uh, and all our contact details are there on our website. So we look forward to interacting with all of you more.
That's amazing. Thank you, Vibha.
Thank you, Pinkasha.
Yeah, I felt really nice today. So yeah, thanks Gautam, thanks Kamal, and everybody who turned up on the call, and yeah, made me feel very nice. Thank you, Vibha.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you again.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.